conference today. Don't go clear your throat and you go make your body cooler. Now what?
Do you need frozen food for item 7 for any occasion at all? Quickly contact Oluwa for frozen food for all kinds of fishes, turkey, and chicken parts. Dial 08025839117 or 08156851769 to make your order, or visit our outlet at Ifelodu NRC, Jora-Olopa, Lagos, Nigeria. Don't get it twisted. The new LAL CEO, Oluwa for frozen foods, ever fresh foods.
Astamin promotes good health in adults and children. With Astamin, vitality and vigor is promoted, especially during hard work and sports. Also, Astamin helps fast recovery from illness. With essential amino acids and vitamins in Astamin, your body will perform optimally.
You can find Astamin in all registered pharmaceutical shops across the country.
Astamin, the building blocks for good health of the family. Astamin, marketed by Fitson Healthcare Limited, the company that values life.
Check it. Mac check 1 2 1 2. It's your boy Big T. You represent 166 family. I'm on Bush in Law, UK, Naija worldwide. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling with DJ Ali. On fait no shit like to go Timothy wow. Elon your bottom see you rara. On fait no shit lady Timothy but be trying this time. You will get burn. Yeah, DJ Ali, Big T. I'm pushing Law. Shout out to everyone, East, West, South, North, DJ Ali, Big T.
Blue Corners with a versatile presenter Toka Bravo on A.Y.O Radio UK. It's a 2-segment program where different topics are being discussed, and on the second segment you can call in to contribute to the topic discussed. To listen, download TUNEIN app on Google Play Store and search for A.Y.O Radio UK. For sponsorship and advert placement, dial +447087570261 or +2340813776254. Blue Corners with Toka Bravo, you will surely be enlightened.
I am a ricotta, mama, Africa, ricotta is between us, yeah. What's up, everybody? This is your boy, Van, and we are broadcasting.
Nice one, Baba. Thank you so much for coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to A.Y.O Radio UK. Big up to my man, Mr. Coca. Yeah, shout out to Mr. Coca. Yes, you're live on A.Y.O Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, you know who you be, you know who we be. Yes, now, do you want to know who is coming on today? Yes, we have Oladiti Iyanu. We'll be talking to you about business strategy. Purpose of business strategy. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll present to you Mr. Velocity right here on A.Y.O Radio. Good afternoon, Mr. Velocity. You are live on A.Y.O Radio.
Good afternoon, Bugatti.
How are you, sir?
Good afternoon to you. I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm well. I'm grateful, and trust me, I can't wait to listen to what's coming on today, because you are the man. You're the man who always teaches us about business strategy, you know. So the whole world is waiting for you. Fire on when you're ready, sir.
All right. Yeah, this is A.Y.O Radio UK. Yeah, the best and the most charismatic online radio you could listen to. And you're live with us on Solutions with Velocity. Yes, my name is Oladiti Iyanu, but I prefer you call me Velocity. Yes, I have direction and I have speed. You understand now? So we always with direction and speed. And that is why we decided to always do this program called Solution on A.Y.O Radio. And what we do is we figure out what are the things that are challenging in the society, and we look at a possible way by which we can move forward from these situations and actually make headway We will think of solutions for you. If you have a problem, you can send to us on social media or via the studio line. Then think about it. We'll brainstorm how there can be a forward movement based on it. So you can join us on social media by searching DJ Ali Journalist on Facebook or Instagram. Yes, follow the handle and drop your comments. Within an hour, definitely you will get a reply that your message has been received. And you can also watch our podcast on YouTube. Just search for A.Y.O Radio UK. And then you meet so many useful and big content for your use. Also, you can join us on TUNEIN on the web player, which is podcast for you, A.Y.O Radio podcast for you. Then also the studio lines are always open for your WhatsApp call or your WhatsApp text. And these are the lines +4474 8757 0261 +4474 8757 0261. So please feel free to always send me your comments, your observations, and your questions. Whatever it is, we are here for you. We are always here for you. Yes, today on solutions, the series I will talk about is here. Yes, so many of you will be wondering, what do I mean? Series, unemployment. How can we be doing unemployment as a series? Well, by the time I did my finding also, I realized that unemployment is beyond the conventional and unemployed that we talk about. Yes, it's deeper than that and it is wider than that. And don't worry, within the next 2 minutes, I'll just pick up on a smooth ride, yes, of showing us the problem called unemployment. Then we just touch possible solutions so that I don't postpone your progress to the next show. So I'll tell you where you can actually move from where you are to where you need to be. Then, consequently, of moving forward, then we take some critical parts of unemployment and we discuss it in depth and how we can actually tackle those areas. So welcome to Solutions with Velocity. And today we are starting the series, Unemployment. Yeah, unemployment, all of us have the meaning. We all know the meaning of unemployment. It is also called joblessness, or a situation in which an able-bodied person is looking for a job and cannot find one. Now, unemployment is looking for a job and not being able to find one. That is unemployment. You know, if you can find a job you don't like, but you're not able to find a job, you're looking for one you can't find, you are unable to get to one to do that. Okay, this one I can manage, I need it at all. So unemployment, I think we still have a conventional definition of unemployment. We don't need Webster dictionary. Unemployment is when you have a job, when you have something to do, that means you are unemployed. Now don't forget, you owning a business doesn't mean you are unemployed and doesn't mean you are employed. It depends on how you run your business. That's another topic for another day. When you owning a business doesn't make you employed or unemployed. It depends on you yourself to your business. You can run your business as just a financial, that is the only job cash. Then definitely probably you have something else to do. So somebody else is running it for you. So it depends on the business. So don't get it wrong. Unemployment is going to have something to do. Definitely, no matter how little, if you're making money from somewhere, then that means you are employed. Maybe not full time, it can be part time. So today on unemployment, based on my little research, I have some hilarious data right in front of me of the unemployment rate in a couple of countries around the world. And let me start from Nigeria, where I am. Yeah, Nigeria is my own country, and I'm born and bred in Nigeria. And our unemployment rate increased towards the end of 2018 from 22.7% to 23.1%. And I was like, wow, out of 200 million people in Nigeria, 23.1% is unemployed. Wow, that's a huge number of people, man. And I was discussing with some of my friends. I was like, imagine some people around here who are not registered with the government, and that means they are not even part of this calculation of the unemployed. And I was like, wow, if they are able to get an accurate data of everyone here in Nigeria, I said, well, let's look at other countries. And from other countries I have here, I have Andorra. Andorra's unemployment rate is 3.7. Argentina is 9.1. Australia is 5%. Austria is 5%. Germany, no, Cameroon rather, Cameroon here in Africa is 4.4. I was like, wow. Chad, yes, just next to Nigeria here, who is paying a very high minimum wage in respect to Nigeria's own. Chad has 22.6% unemployment rate. China, as large as it is, has a 3.9% unemployment rate. Cuba has a 2.6% unemployment rate. Netherlands has a 3.3% unemployment rate. The UK and the US as of March 2019. Most of the data I gave you from 2017-2018. But for UK and US, they have a 3.8% unemployment rate as of March 2019, which is recorded as one of the lowest all around. Just a couple of other countries have 3.3 and a 2.6. Yeah, and I think there are smaller countries in respect to the UK and the US. The most amazing one that I saw on Wikipedia was the unemployment rate of the great nation called Brazil, and that is 45.1%. I was like, wow. Brazil, 45.1% unemployment rate, I think as of 2017. And it made me know that, okay, definitely unemployment is something that we don't even really respect, because I can see Cameroon of 4.4, Ghana has 11%. We can have Egypt has about 9%. We can have some of these low countries, as they say, having that kind of low unemployment rate. They're not, for them, that is why we're here on solution. To see how you can make sure you are not part of that percentage of your country. To see how you can make sure that when they are saying 2% are unemployed, you are not part of that 2%. To see how you can make sure that your children are not part of that 2% or that 45%. So as the case will be today, there are several types of unemployment. Yes, not to bore you, but I just want to see them. But I will tell you the ones we're going to be discussing. These are the most common ones. We have structural unemployment, frictional unemployment, cyclical unemployment. Yes, majority those ones. Then we have long-term unemployment. We have seasonal unemployment, and so many others. Now, natural unemployment, that is, there's some unemployment that is natural. We can never say they will not occur. They will continue to occur. And that is the structural unemployment and the frictional unemployment. The structural unemployment is when there is a shift in the economy, which creates a mismatch between your skills and the skills required by employers. So structural occurs when maybe when you don't have a job for a long time, so you might get yourself found in this category of being structurally unemployed, whether your skills does not match the skills required in the market. Yes. And frictional unemployment, that one occurs when you leave your job without having a new one. And that happens almost everywhere, because sometimes you just can't cope anymore, and you call it quits. And frictional unemployment also is for students, that is fresh graduates who just finished school. There are people that got fired. There are those people that fall under the frictional unemployment category. While cyclical unemployment is not a natural one, this is when there is a recession, and when the demand for goods and services drops drastically, then there will be a cyclical unemployment. That is, it is a ripple effect. Once people don't demand for these things, then trust means workers are being laid off. Trust means people lose their jobs. People, some possible entrepreneurs do not have business to do, so they become unemployed. Also, for people, there's something called seasonal unemployment. These are people that work jobs based on the season. Okay, like ice cream sellers. Sometimes they don't get to sell ice cream. Or people that work in resorts. Sometimes the resort is not open because of the weather. Or ski instructors. Once there's no snow, then the ski instructors have to look for something else to do until the snow falls again, and then there's space for us to ski. So those are seasonal unemployment. That's the kind of seasonal unemployment. Like people lose their job, not necessarily lose their job, but people don't have jobs to do until a particular season. And also there is a long-term unemployment, and according to the source I studied from, the data says once you are unemployed for 27 weeks, and 27 weeks is about that's about 6 months. Yes, that's about 6 months. 6 months and a couple of weeks. Once you're unemployed for 6 months, that means you're already on the long-term unemployment. Short-term unemployment is about 4 weeks. About 4 weeks. Once you're unemployed for 4 weeks, but once you're getting to 27 weeks, you're already on the long-term unemployment. Then it has been noted that this affects people, yes, emotionally and financially. So it has been stated, yeah, this is to the employees out there, or yes, the employers rather, the people that are employing people to work for them. Please, I think people who have been out of job for a while should be even given a preference, because it affects their confidence. The longer you stay out of the job, as I said, you become structurally unemployed gradually, because your skills won't match what is required in the market anymore. And within 6 months, so many changes happen in the labor market. So today, on solutions, okay, there's one section I didn't talk about, yeah, and that is where we will dwell more today. Yeah, that is the area I want us to dwell more on the area sorry, give me a minute, the area of you being able that is the frictional unemployment, yeah, for fresh graduates and people who lost their job. That's where I'm going to dwell more today on the show. Yeah, the fresh graduates who are able to lose their job. But there's this section called underemployed workers. They are not unemployed, but they are underemployed. Which means somehow they are not fully employed. So these are people that have jobs, but they are not working at full capacity. That is, they can do 100, they can ensure 100 products are being produced, but based on where they find themselves, they are only producing 10 or 20. So these are underemployed because people whose abilities are not fully used, whose capacity are not fully being employed, and or people who are working part-time jobs, or people who are not being fully utilized, especially those of us around here in Africa who work jobs just to make ends meet, not necessarily because we love the job or we are being fully utilized, but just to think, let something keep coming in while I look for something, a job that will be fully utilized. So today, let's talk about frictional employment. And this is whereby you are unable to get a job after you left your whole job, or you just got staff, or you just finished school. And here in Nigeria, to be precise, I can't speak for other nations, but I think everywhere we have over, let me just assume a figure now. Yes, but the figure I'm going to give you is quite lower than the new digit. Yeah, we have, here in just Nigeria alone, we have nothing less than 10,000 graduates in every 6 months. So we have graduates twice a year. So let's say a year, we have nothing less than 20,000 graduates in Lagos, Nigeria. Now let's talk about in Nigeria as a whole. But here in Lagos, we have nothing less than 20,000 graduates. For my graduating set, my class, we are about 100, just electrical engineering department. And we have 11 departments. So, and other classes, my class is one of the smallest classes. We have classes of 135, and I think we have a class of 80. So let's just assume we have all the classes, we are 100. 11 times 100. That's 1,100 students from the School of Engineering in my own school. Now we have other schools, School of Technology, School of Science, School of Accounting and Law and Business Administration. By the time you sum up, my school alone produces nothing less than 5,000 graduates once a year. And we have other schools. Now looking at these digits, within 2 years, all over Nigeria, we have a lot of students who are unemployed. As of now, for my graduating set, I can see out of 100 of us who graduated, maybe about 60 now have a job. About 40 others are just doing one or two things, probably just trying to do some menial, trying to start up their own business if there's no corporate job coming up or no project to employ them fully. So you see now we have people left over, and leftovers of course like that every year. So you see that frictional unemployment is the most common and is the one that increases the rate of unemployment the most. So to everyone who thinks if you feel you fall in this category, you just finished school or you just lost your job or you have to leave your job and you've not gotten another one, then I'll be giving us just 5 points today on solution on A.Y.O video, which I believe and I know that if you follow this 5 steps, you would actually be able to get yourself out of this unemployment dilemma. Don't forget, it is a gradual process. You can switch from structural unemployment to frictional unemployment. That is whether your skills don't match, or you went for a training that makes your skills match, but still you don't have a job. So that means you are now in frictional unemployment. Therefore, frictional unemployment can get the job whereby it doesn't really employ your skill, but you're like, okay, so that I won't be lost again in the track of me. Let me keep doing this thing. So that means you go to the underemployed workers, then hopefully in no time you get yourself fully employed. Don't forget, there's also something called volunteering. Volunteering helps you not to find yourself to be structurally unemployed. So because you are presently under frictional unemployment, please be careful. If you are here for too long, you become structurally unemployed, whereby your skills do not match the skills required by people employing labor. So for now, as you are frictionally unemployed, the first thing you need to do, know your skills. That is, know what you can do. A lot of people don't know what they can do. Know what you can do. And when you know what you can do, the second thing you need to do, know and practice this question. Tell me about yourself. Many of us don't know how to tell people about themselves. A friend of mine was discussing on Sunday with me that he got the chance to actually speak with one of the top entrepreneurs in Nigeria, and he organizes this show for entrepreneurs every year. And she got the chance to actually speak with him at a dinner table, and they got talking, and the man asked her, what is your business idea? She said she does want to learn. And the man was laughing. I don't worry, it's not because the man said, don't be afraid. I understand. It's not like you don't have a business, but you didn't expect to meet me. And now I'm asking what the business idea. You are shocked, like, wow, this man is talking to me. I understand the celebrity part is making you feel right now. But okay, then the man speaks another time. Okay, let's meet this time. Then I know by then you'll be ready. So you need to practice tell me about yourself. Know what you want to tell people. Okay, ask me, I'll tell you about yourself. My name is Oladiti Iyanu. If I'm to present myself to maybe my boss now, which is asking me, tell me about yourself. During the meeting, my name is Oladiti Iyanu. You can call me Velocity. And I am a presenter, electrical engineer by profession. Yeah, I love public speaking, and I do public speaking when I get the chance or when I'm not at work and have the opportunity. Yes, I have been able to work with A.Y.O Radio for the past 6 months. I have been able to work at Lagos Traffic Radio sometimes in 2016, plus 2016 and 2016. Before you know it, I'm telling you in regard to the fact that my boss is asking me as a radio person. If an engineer is asking me, tell me about yourself, I won't mention my radio experiences. It doesn't need it. Oh, good day, my name is Oladiti Iyanu. I'm a young graduate of electrical engineering, power to be precise, and I have about 3 years experience in doing conduit piping for buildings, flats, guest houses, hotels, and I've been able to work in Naija with Total Company. I've been able to work in Ibadan with Total Company, and I've also been able to do a traveling work to Adamawa with Total Company. Then the person will say that, okay, you know yourself, you know what you want to offer. So you need to practice those things and know what you tell people. As an entrepreneur, your tell me about yourself is different. The way you will answer will be different. So you need to know these things and practice them based on your skills. Then, set objectives for yourself. You know, we said that goal setting 2 weeks ago. Goal setting. Set goals for yourself. What kind of job am I looking for? Where do I want to work? Who do I need to meet to get it? Okay, I need to meet this person before next week. Set goals for yourself. I need to submit my application at this firm before the end of the month. Set goals. It will help you. Then also polish your resume. Yes, you know, to say something, your skills might not match. The way you do your resume might not be the way it is being done anymore. Find out if your resume is in right shape and all that. Make sure, because now a lot of companies don't bother to read resumes. They now use system. That's why they tell you send it as a document. So once they send your resume or CV through the application, and it doesn't find some keywords, then you are removed from the list already. So you need to know, then you need to tailor your resume to where you are submitting to, or your CV to where you are submitting to. Don't just submit okay, for someone like me, I want to submit my CV or resume to my boss here on A.Y.O radio. Then in my CV resume, you are seeing so many things about the site I have done wiring for. No. What you need to know is my qualification as a presenter in public speaking, my experience. Those are the things we will be looking for. So those things should be much more dominant when I'm submitting. So you need to polish your resume or your CV to match the job or the skill you are applying for. Then also don't forget, while you don't have a job, network, meet people, say hello to people. Oh, good day, sir, how you doing? What do you do, sir? Just check on people. Who knows? Network with people. Then don't forget, this is 21st century. Please use LinkedIn. Use what? LinkedIn. Create a profile. So if possible, delete your Facebook profile and use your data to create a LinkedIn profile. If you're looking for a job, you need it much more. But please don't delete your Facebook profile. You're just using it. But then, go and create a LinkedIn profile. You might be wondering how people don't get it. Create one. Update it. Put your CV there. Like the kind of job you are looking for. Who knows? You might start to get jobs from LinkedIn, by the way. A lot of people get jobs from LinkedIn. Now, don't forget, after doing all these things, you need to go out there and apply. And this is where I will draw the curtain. After you've done all these things, make your skills, practice yourself about yourself, you set objectives for yourself, you polish your resume or your CV, you network with people, you create a LinkedIn profile. Don't just sit down, you need to go out there and apply. Don't just wait that one company will call you. You need to go out there. If you need to get to the company and see somebody, get there. If you need to get to the company and drop a copy of a resume or CV, get there. Don't wait for the opening. Sometimes there are openings before the opening. I don't know if you get me. There are openings before the opening. So if you know that is the company you want, find a way to network with, even if it's just the security. You'll be surprised the kind of job the security man can get you. So don't despise anybody, don't look down on anybody. If you get to the company and the security tell you can't go in, sit down and relate to the security. Baba, how you doing? How you doing? How this work be? Hope it's going fine. And as we said, the guy is not around like this. I don't know, should I give you a copy of my CV? So I can give you. So let me call your number at this and they say hello to you. You know, the security man might be asking, look at me like this guy is. And he's not looking down on me as a security man. He thinks you, God, security, I don't know if you can help me or you can do yourself. So I really appreciate people. You can understand. But can you just help me? So that when your guy comes, you can just make me hand this to me and we can put it in a different envelope. Give it to the security and so you know it. He delivers. If he doesn't deliver, plan to come back to check on if your letter or your CV has been dropped for the ending. So please make sure you stand up and go and apply. And while you are applying, please, there are rooms for volunteering everywhere. No company would neglect an extra hand that is not asking for a pay. I can tell you, no company will tell you not to come and volunteer. No company. So feel free to volunteer. Whether you work or you don't work, trust me, you will spend money a day. Trust me, you will eat a day. So why not take your time, take the little you spend a day somewhere and send it there and learn. Before you know it, you are upgrading. If there's an opening, they consider it first. Especially when you have a good attitude, your skills are up to par. Trust me, you'll be considered. So please, volunteer, apply. If you see offers, please look at them well. Don't just take the offer because you are not looking for anything. That's why I say set objective, set goals. Know what you're looking for. If it is not it, see, it's your choice to turn it down. But if you feel I can do this while I look for another, okay, then fine. Keep equipping yourself, keep doing something. But for a moment, no listener of solution with velocity should be found not doing anything. And one of the ways to apply is actually to create your own business. You as a media person, you have an idea of presenting, of being a journalist and all, but you're not seeing any opening anywhere. Why not start doing Instagram videos? Start gathering news and be faced on your Instagram video. Post it on your Facebook. Start doing a little bit of research. Gather research maybe on all you're concerned about is the waterways of the world. That is how transportation occurs on water, how good that is, and that is what you put every time. Trust me, somebody will find you one day because they will know this guy does it well on Instagram. This guy does. You know, the one that will give followers. Give followers that will give me money. Don't worry. Why you can't find a job? Create your own business on social media. Post videos of yourself doing what you can do in your capacity while you are away to a company that will actually help you to do like that. So please, applications are not limited to offices, to companies. You can apply on Instagram. Apply on Instagram. You are a comedian, you are not seeing platform. DM one of the top comedians. Sir, I would like to do comedy with you. I will send a clip of myself doing a skit, and I would like you to actually listen and do an overlay on it also. Something like that. Just don't limit your mindset. Don't limit your thinking. Think wide, think broad, and trust me, the sky will be your limit. So this is why I joined today. Frictional unemployment. Please know your skills. Practice yourself about yourself. Set objectives. Polish your resume and see the network, use LinkedIn, and go out there and do expert. Let it not be that you from frictional unemployment to go to social unemployment. So thank you so much for joining us on unemployment series today on A.Y.O Radio. The next time I'll be here, I'll be talking much more on structural unemployment. Yeah, where your skill doesn't match the necessities of the market. Yes, from there we'll talk about how you can actually go from there to setting your own business, to launching out, to making your own money yourself. So thank you so much. Don't forget, July 13th, we're in Lagos, Nigeria. Yes, I'm so excited. I'm really counting down already. It's already 1 month, 5 days to go. Yes, I'm really counting down.
I can't wait.
1 month, 5 days to go.
I can't wait.
Yes.
I can't wait to meet you. Mr. Velocity, I cannot wait to meet you, sir. I cannot wait to meet you. I want to meet you.
Well, I'm really anticipating.
Me and you, we will have to go to Buka together and eat amala and abula.
No problem.
I hope you like amala, Sha.
I don't really eat it, but if my boss is offering me, what am I to say? I'm not going to.
You can't refuse it. What's your favorite food? What's your own favorite food? What's your favorite food?
Well, I prefer inyo.
Hey!
Or fufu.
Mugbe. Inyo. Wow. Inyo.
Yes,
but you're not from Ekiti, are you? You're not from Ekiti.
I'm a Yoruba man. I'm not from Ibadan. I'm from Oyo State.
Yeah, but Ibadan, Oyo State, they are all about, is it about Amala, isn't it?
Yes, they are all about Amala, yes. They are all about Amala.
So why are you into Inyo?
I think growing up, I didn't really have a fascination for the male. So most times I end up eating Eba.
Okay.
So I got used to eat that. So once they even make Amala in my house, they don't bother to make for me. They don't make Eba for me. But on rare occasions, my mom will ask me, boy, will you eat Amala? And I'll be like, okay, bring it up. So not it is hot. What it is still hot? Yes. you will satisfy my demand.
Okay. Are you the only one who is like that in the family?
Yes, I'm the only person.
You're the only one. Oh, very
Every
special.
other person,
They are into
they
Amala.
eat also.
They eat also. Okay, you're
But I
very
will eat amala with my boss. That one is a more.
No, I will eat your favorite with you. But you know, fufu, I don't like fufu, you know. I tell you why I don't like fufu. If you have a little bit of fufu, it fills you up all day. And I don't like that. And you know, when health is concerned, you have to be careful about something that stays in your stomach or in your belly or in your system for a long time. That's why I prefer amala, because amala is very easily digestive, isn't it? You know, you eat it.
Yes, digest very fast.
Yeah, so we have to be careful. Well, that's another topic for another day, Sha. Thank you very much, Mr. Velocity, on this solution today and unemployment in general. Could you, if you don't mind, could you just remind me the unemployment rate in Nigeria now? I think you compare it to Ghana as well.
Nigeria's one is presently 23.1%, while Ghana is 11.6% thereabout.
23.1%, 11.1. But we have to mention that also it depends on the population of the country. And we know Nigeria is a very large country.
Very
when it comes, very populated and be overpopulated. Papa, Lagos alone, God.
Yes, it's about too populated.
But what about in the previous year, or is this the? Yeah, this is the latest one, 23.1. Do you know the rate or the statistics for previous year? Let's see if we can compare it, whether it's going up or it's going down. Why are you thinking? Let me just point out the unemployment rate in United Kingdom, where we are based now, or where I'm talking from, is 33%. I mean, sorry, did I say 33? 3.8%. 3.8%.
Yes, 3.8%.
Previously, which was in March, it was 4% in March, which shows that unemployment rate is going down. Now, to compare, to compare with our lovely neighbor or partner, is 3.6% in April in America, and in previous year it was 3.8. Did I say 3.6 in April? Previous month it was 3.8%. That this is America statistics, which shows that unemployment rate in both America and United Kingdom is actually going down. So that's why I'm asking, in Nigeria, is the unemployment rate going down or is it going up?
It's actually on an increase.
It's an increase.
But as of last year, the unemployment rate in Nigeria was 22.7%.
Whoa.
So, and by the time the year rounded up last year, it was now 23.1%.
Wow. Okay. Thank you very much for bringing that to our knowledge. There's a lady here on Instagram Live. She's called Demi. She's an artist based in the UK, and she's also a nutritionist, because I've been seeing a lot of healthy stuff that she's been posting on Instagram lately. Yes, thank you so much. She said, well done to you, okay? She said, well done to you.
Thank you very much. Very shout out to you also.
She's been listening from beginning, so she said, well done. I should say, well done to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We'll see you next week, inshallah.
Yes, next week. Have a great day.
Yeah. Sorry, before you go, what is the Eid Fitr? What was it like in Nigeria yesterday and probably today? The Muslim celebration, what was it like in Nigeria? We are in the UK. It was fun because we see them. I'm not a Muslim, but you know, I have a background in Islam, and also we see a lot of Muslims around in the UK celebrating it. And in my own view, this year's was the best in my own view, because a lot of people, a lot of Muslims really participated in this, and they are happy about it. What about in Nigeria?
Over here, because I'm actually on site yesterday and today also, but my area here at Aja, Yeah, there was lots of celebration, so many loud music and so many food all around. So I think it's a large one this year also around here. There's a large one this year also around here. And today also the celebration continues. A lot of people are moving forward and all. And so I think it's a very awesome one for everyone this year. And so many people actually participated in DJ's class. You know, people working on site. I was surprised that so many of them committed themselves to actually participate this year.
And from your eagle eyes, what did you see most Muslims killing this year? Is it more cows, more rams, more chicken, more fowl, more tolo, or more erogbe? What is the best meat that they are actually consuming for the Muslim celebration?
The best meat I know for Muslims is the ram. But around where I am, there are lots of rams yesterday that they moved. But I think most of them bought it down for the Naija coming ahead.
Okay.
So I think they killed more of chicken yesterday and today. Yes, they did more of chicken. But a lot of rams were brought into this environment yesterday, expecting to do rams to eat out. So I think they want to start breeding them till I think probably August or September, thereabouts.
Okay. So is that a normal practice in Nigeria? They buy the ram and then they breed it until I think Ileya is around September. September is Ileya. So they will breed the ram till September.
Yes, because by then the ram will be much more expensive.
Okay.
So many will buy now and start feeding them with just, they feed them. It costs less to feed around here actually because you have your yam peel already every day from your meal. You have your banana peel everywhere, plantain peel. So you just feed them with those things and leave all around. You just feed them. So that's why many people buy from now.
Right. Thank you so much, Mr. Velocity. Thanks for coming on this show. We always learn from you every day. Yes, please kindly round up.
Yes, all right. See you again next week on unemployment. And please don't forget, go on social media at BBI Journalist. We will be there to always receive your comments and your observations. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great and lovely week ahead.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I always listen to this show every way when it comes up on A.Y.O radio. It teaches you about business. It teaches you business strategy. Even as an employee, it teaches you your right and things to do and things not to do. It's a very, very good platform for listening or getting knowledge about business and the business world. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. We are now switching to TUNEIN Radio, where we broadcast 24/7 and 365 days a year. Before we switch over, let me say something to you. We need to change the way we do business, especially people of this color. We need to upgrade our customer service standard. If you go on my page on Facebook, you will see a video where a black female went to a shop. I believe the sellers were Asians, where the product that she actually purchased had 2 dates. You do not get 2 different expiry dates on one product. If you come across it, you need to report it to the trading standard because it shows that they are giving you outdated product which can cause illness to your body. You need to take it very, very seriously. How many of you out there, trust me, I've been guilty of this one before. How many of us out there go to the shop, pick up our product, whether milk or, I know most people keep an eye on milk a lot, I do, but there are other stuff that we buy, for example, plantain crisp, and other stuff anyway, that we buy, that we do not actually look at the expiry date. you must start to look at expiry dates. And if you feel like the date has been tampered with, you need to make a complaint. For example, Guinness. Have you ever checked the expiry date of Nigerian Guinness? I'm not talking about the Irish Guinness, I'm talking about the Nigerian Guinness. Some of us, we even think that, oh, it doesn't have expiry date. Guinness cannot harm me. Guinness cannot kill me. You just drink it as long as it tastes normal. Remember, Guinness tastes bitter. It will, even when it's expired, it will still taste bitter, isn't it? So we need to improve our customer service. And on this program, Solution, according to Oladiti Iyanu, Mr. Velocity, he said, if you're unemployed, you need to polish your CV. You know, make it up to date. Some people, I'm also guilty of this. I haven't updated my CV for the past 10 years, to be quite honest, because obviously I'm in a stable job. You understand? But bearing in mind that if I ever lose the job I'm in now, you understand, I will surely update it to the standard that they require now. And Mr. Velocity rightly pointed out that also your CV, you must polish it or construct it or word it to match or to look or to go towards the kind of job that you are actually seeking for. Say, for example, if you're a carpenter, you understand, you must put things that relate to carpentry job instead of, more, emphasize more, not say, let me try to rephrase that. I'm not saying you shouldn't put all your previous experiences on your CV, but what I'm saying, put more details on the type of job that you're actually applying for, because that is what is going to attract the manager or whoever is going to interview you. You say, for example, if you're looking for a job, I will use the station as an example, as a radio presenter. You understand? Obviously, you will put your previous experience and other skills that you have, but emphasize more on the skills of presenting, on the skills of making oral presentation, on the skills of public speaking or motivational speaker. That will attract the manager who is going to employ you for the radio job. You understand? Talking about radio, A.Y.O Radio is a voluntary online station. We're going to be on FM in Lagos this year, which means FM means frequency modulation, which means we are now killing two birds with one stone. Did I say that correctly? Two birds with one stone. Yes, that means we will still be an online radio station, but at the same time, we are going to be on FM. You'll be able to tune in your radio and listen to us. That's in Lagos. Okay? So, please, volunteering. You can also volunteer for us, because most companies are actually when they're looking at your CV, when they're looking into it, they will prefer to take a volunteer, somebody who has dedicated his or her life to working for other companies without receiving money. Obviously, as volunteers, there are also other benefits that you can get. I've done voluntary job before for over 2 years. I did a voluntary job before for over 2 years. I wasn't getting paid, but they were paying me for transportation, how to get to the company. And obviously, there are other ways of making money there as well. For example, I don't know, bonus. When they're sharing bonus for the company, they give me something. You understand? Even though I'm not on contract with them. They will give me something, just to encourage me, just to thank me for coming to work for them for free. So nothing is for free. You will be getting something from a voluntary job. You understand? So please, if you're unemployed, go and find a voluntary job. Do it. It's for the future. It's not for now. I think last week I explained my youngest daughter, who's 22 years old, after graduating from university, I advise her and her sister to take up voluntary job. Now, my youngest daughter, she's got a job as a psychologist for NHS. You understand? She volunteered because she studied psychology. So she volunteered to be working for them. After a while, even on the last day or second to the last day, she was feeling tired. She said, "Oh, Dad, I'm tired since it's going to be my last day or second to the last. As a volunteer, I don't want to go." I said, "No, you must go." You understand? It matters. Don't think because you got a job, now you're going to be messing up the company that you volunteer. And it was through them that you actually got the job that you're going into. So please, always dedicate yourself fully, okay? Looking for a job, if you're unemployed, looking for a job, it's a job on its own. Do not relent. Always actively look for a job. You understand? Ask your friends, ask your families, ask your old schoolmates, ask your church or mosque members, people in your community. Ask them, how are they looking for a job at your place? I'm still looking for a job. Always remind them, even if you told them once, always remind them, because when the opportunity comes at their places of employment, they might not remember you, but once you keep reminding them, when that opportunity comes, you'll be the first person that they will want to introduce to the company. God bless you all as you listen. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say shout out to the gentleman I met today on a shopping, what is it called? Online buying and selling, company. I don't want to mention the name because I'll be doing free promotion. And the man offered to give me free garden table with 3 sets of chairs, garden chairs. It was beautiful. I picked it up this morning, very early this morning, before I come to the studio. I want to say thank you to him. I know he might not be watching or listening. I didn't even know him from Adam, but just to show my own appreciation, whether he's watching or not, it's not for me to show him off or anything. And this man was a black man. It was really, really nice for a black person giving out a garden table and garden chairs. Now, I'm going to go to my garden. I'm going to go home, go to my garden, and start doing some work in the garden so that I can put the garden table and the chairs in the garden and have a nice, lovely cold drink, like beer, yeah, or cold red wine. Yeah, the summer is here. The weather is beautiful. This is like a big present to me. I didn't even pay for it. The chairs and the table are still in my car now. So on the way home, I'm going to put it in the garden when I get home. I'm so happy. Look at my face. That's a happy face, bro. You get me? You can't get happier than that when you get free stuff. You understand? Something that you did not even expect. I didn't expect it, Thank you so much, my dear brother.
Hey, DJ Ali, #1 DJ in London, represents in Nigeria. #1 DJ in the whole world. The best DJ is DJ Ali. If you don't have him, then you got nothing. Give it up for DJ Ali. Yeah.
Such lights an informative, educative, and entertaining program where we treat different topics that affect our social lives. The program is of 2 segments. In the first segment, we treat topics that affect our social lives. In the second segment, we bring out questions from the topic of discussion for our audience to make their own contributions and suggestions. Join your humble presenter, MC Beta, as he brings to you trending topics that affect our social lives every week. From your best companion, A.Y.O Radio, broadcasting live in UK and Nigeria at www.ayororadiouk.com. Search light. You can't afford to miss it.
Hello. Are you having a writer's block? Are you finding it hard to come through with the next idea? Are you having an idea and you're unable to shape it, you're unable to bring it out into reality? Then Solutions with Velocity on A.Y.O Radio is your next stop. On Solutions, week in, week out, we take practical problems and provide solutions to them. That is, we give you answers in the right sense and in the right direction. We walk you through these answers to achieve what you need. And these solutions cuts across ethnicity, national differences, or language barrier. So feel free to join us on A.Y.O Radio week in, week out on Solutions with Velocity. You can join us on social media also. Drop off your comments, drop off your ideas, your observation, and we're glad to serve you. A.Y.O Radio, UK, the most charismatic radio.
My wonderful people, this is your eccentric program on your #1 radio, the government and the people. It is an informative, educative and entertaining program where we talk about the people to criticize themselves exactly the way they do criticize the government. The program is of 2 segments. In the first segment, we treat topic on the government and the people. In the second segment is when the audience makes their own contributions and suggestions on the topic of discussion. Join your humble presenter, SAS, as he brings to you the government and the people every week from your best companion radio, A.Y.O, broadcasting live from UK and Nigeria. The government and the people, ìjọba àti ará ìlú, you can't afford to miss it. Bebo dear.
Now wow, this Ramadan don't come again. Dry and dust full everywhere. But Isha, no worry at all. Tom will be your good friend still day. Tom go clear your throat and he go make your body full. Tom. Now wow.
Do you need frozen food for item 7 for any occasion at all? Quickly contact Oluwako Frozen Food for all kinds of fishes, turkey, and chicken parts. That's 08025839117 or 08156851769 to make your order or visit our outlet at Ifelodu NRC, Jora Olopa, Lagos, Nigeria. Don't get it twisted. The new LAL CEO, Oluwako Frozen Foods, ever fresh foods.
Astamin promotes good health in adults and children. With Astamin, vitality and vigor is promoted, especially during hard work and sports. Also, Astamin helps fast recovery from illness. With essential amino acids and vitamins in Astamin, your body will perform optimally.
You can find Astamin in all registered pharmaceutical shops across the country.
Astamin, the building blocks for good health of the family. Astamin, marketed by Fitson Healthcare Limited, the company that values life.
Check it. Mac check 1 2 1 2. It's your boy Big T. Representing 166 family. I'm a bush in law. UK Naija worldwide. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling with DJ Ali. On fait no shit la to go to no see wow. Hello your body see you rara. On fait no shit lady to no team but be trying this time. You will get burn. Yeah, DJ Ali, Big T. I'm a bush in law. Shout out to everyone, east, west, south, north, DJ Ali, Big T.
Blue Corners with a versatile presenter Toka Bravo on A.Y.O Radio UK. It's a two-segment program where different topics are being discussed. And on the second segment, you can call in to contribute to the topic discussed. To listen, download TUNEIN app on Google Play Store and search for A.Y.O Radio UK. For sponsorship and advert placement, dial +44748 75 70261 or +234081377 62524. Blue Corners with Toka Bravo, you will surely be enlightened.
I am a ricotta, mama, Africa, ricotta, make me dance, yeah. What's up, everybody? This is your boy, Baz, and we are Black Hair. Keep listening.
Nice one, Baba. Thank you so much for coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
It's the breakfast show. It's the breakfast show. Starting your day the right way.
Remix. Music.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your day the right way with the Breakfast Show. A.Y.O Radio.
Simply the best. Energy. Technology. Good morning.
To the news on A.Y.O Radio London, UK and Nigeria. I am Timothy Adebashi. Here are the main headlines. Workers demand payment of new minimum wage from May. EFCC gets security tools to fight crime. Saudi authorities released 2 Nigerians charged with drug trafficking offenses. 2 dead in shooting at University of North Carolina at Charlotte. And now the news in detail. The International Criminal Police Organization, Interpol, on Monday, April 29th, provided the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, with an application that will enhance intelligence sharing in the tracking of organized crimes such as money laundering and terrorism financing. The application comprises a database to be supervised by the National Center Bureau, NCB, which is an interface between Interpol and national law enforcement agencies of countries through a I-24/7 Germany Project Global Communication System. Within the Commission, the application will be managed by its Information and Communications Technology Department. As workers in the country mark the 2019 May Day today, there have been calls that the government at all levels should begin the implementation of the 30,000 naira new national minimum wage across the nation. According to Vosos, the General Secretary of the Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC, Dr. Peter Ozueson said the organized labor will today formally ask all employers of labor in the country to begin payment of the new minimum wage from this month. According to him, getting a new minimum wage law implemented is not a one-off process, but one that requires diligence and accuracy. The International Criminal Police Organization, Interpol, on Monday, April 29th, provided the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, with an application that will enhance intelligence sharing in the tracking of organized crimes, such as money laundering and terrorism financing. The application comprises a database to be supervised by the National Central Bureau NCB, which is an interface between Interpol and national law enforcement agencies. Within the Commission, the application will be managed by its Information and Communications Technology Department. The Joint Admission and Matriculation Board JAM has advised candidates who sat for the 2019 UTME to disregard reports circulating on social media that it has released the UTME results. A statement by the board on its official Twitter handle yesterday said the results were being delayed to ensure that candidates who engaged in malpractices are duly punished. Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Mustafa Sulaiman, yesterday confirmed the release of a Nigerian student, Zainab Aliyu, and another man, Ibrahim Abubakar, who were allegedly accused of drug-related offenses in Saudi Arabia. Aliyu, a student of Maitama Sulaim University, Kano, who traveled for Lesser Hajj in December 2018, was detained by Saudi Arabia authorities for allegedly being in possession of banned substances. The Permanent Secretary said in Abuja yesterday that he was pleased to inform Nigerians about their release. And on the foreign scene, at least 25 Venezuelan troops have sought asylum in Brazil's embassy in Caracas, a senior Brazilian official said on Tuesday, after Venezuela's self-declared president Juan Guaido claimed soldiers had joined him. A spokesperson for Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro said soldiers and lieutenants were among the applicants. 2 people have died in a shooting on the campus of North Carolina at Charlotte on Tuesday evening, campus police confirmed. In addition, 4 people are being treated for injuries, with 3 of them reported to be in a critical condition. The Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department has identified one suspect as 22-year-old Tristan Andrew Terrell, who they said is in custody, with charges pending against him. No information about the victims will be released until all the families have been notified, officials said. And now to sports. World heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua is set to face America Andrews Jr. in New York on June 1. Joshua, who is 29 years old, was due to face Jarrell Miller at Madison Square Garden, but the American faked drug test, forcing him out of the Madison Square Garden bout. California-born Ruse, who is 29 years old, has fought for a world title once before and is likely to be confirmed as Joshua's opponent for his debut. The playoff round of the 2019 Federation Cup competition will kick off on Friday with lower league teams engaging in the battle to see who will skate through the round of 64. 10 teams will qualify from the preliminary round to the first round, from where the remaining teams, including top-flight teams, will be recalled to start the real process. And that's the news on A.Y.O Radio London, UK and Nigeria. But before we go, a look at our major headlines. We told you that workers demand payment of new minimum wage from May. EFCC gets security tools to fight crime. Saudi authorities released 2 Nigerians charged with drug trafficking offenses. And we also told you that 2 were shot dead in shooting at University of North Carolina at Charlotte. I am Timothy Adebashi. Do have a wonderful day ahead.
Say, don't touch the dial, you understand? Keep listening to A.Y.O Radio UK. If you touch the dial, your electric will shock you. Thank you.
Yes, and my able boss, DJ Ali, journalist, said I should greet you. He's my boss. He says in the UK, he says I must do this interview. If not, I'll be in trouble. So DJ Ali, hello, boss. If when you come to Nigeria, we invite him for our event. If we pay, we charge us big shot, but the Lord is our strength. Okay, people. So this is Impact with King Galera. It's a program that sensitizes people, creates awareness for ladies, for men, all kinds of people. We talk about the issues affecting children, adults in the society. So feel free to go to my page, King Galero, Kingalero. On my Facebook page, Alero King, ALEROKING. And it's open for free guidance and counseling. You know how we do it. So keep it locked on A.Y.O Radio. So Dashagi, you are going to tell A.Y.O Radio UK, the people all over the world, to keep it locked with A.Y.O Radio UK. And you're right on Impact with King Galero. So let's take it one after the other. I guess I'm too fast.
You are too fast. I'm too much English. Well, hello. How are you? You are dear listening to this. I want to say, don't touch the dial. You understand? Keep listening to A.Y.O Radio UK. If you touch the dial, your electric will shock you.
Thank you. You must say, yo people, yeah, it's your girl Alera King, and you're right on Impact with King Galera. I wanted to always make it a date every week. You see my broadcast, run down to your phone, your TV set, your radio set, wherever you are. Tune to Impact with King Galera. I'm coming to give you so many important life issues. Reality show, that's where you get Impact with King Galera. And I always want you to tune in, always. Anytime you see my broadcast, run to A.Y.O Radio UK. A.Y.O Radio UK, your number one radio online station. And we will be on frequency in Naija very soon. Yeah. So tune in. Impact with King Galera, giving you the artist gist, the life reality shows of people coming up, and I want you to take it as a date always. Impact with King Galera is a show for all. It's a show for adults, children, teenagers, teachers, counselors, everyone in the world, as long as you live on this earth. Impact with King Galera, it's a program that sensitizes people on different situations, life situations, and molds your life. It gives you a good understanding of what life is, how to tackle challenges and issues. So stay tuned always for Impact with King Galera. Oh, now your girl once again. If not pigeon, I understand. I don't come again. Now Impact with King Galera, they talk program waiting for everybody, picking adult, children, or whatever range where you did. Just tune in to Impact with King Galera on A.Y.O Radio UK. A.Y.O Radio UK, your own girl online radio station. Anywhere where you did, remember say God deal and you need things, realities of life to come tell you better to read. So Impact with King Galera on the Coco program for A.Y.O Radio. We will give you better story. Yes, so my people, I still remain your one and only Positive Alera, your one and only radio diva, your radio wizard, your radio wish chef, if possible. So my people, make una stay and they come right back. Impact with King Galera and the number one show. Yeah, enjoy this show and be blessed. Make we collabo. My people, what do they do? Alera King don't come again. Mona come on collabo for my program. Una know I see the hot now. He the hot for A.Y.O Radio UK. A station with charisma. A station where get audio edutainment. Programs where they give you the cocoa issues, yeah. But this one na Impact with King Galera. What do they do? Mona begin go call una children, go call una parents, go call una guardian, una uncles, auntie. We get everything for una. Any topic we una want. All our topics they very sensitive, my people. And I want me una know say Impact with King Galera na the Ogbonge show, the number one show. Where I want make everybody know say all languages fit hear my show. If na Pidgin, if na Yoruba, if na English, anywhere where here, if na Igbo, if na Hausa, we go the translator as we dey speak out for English, yeah. Okay, I want tèmi ẹ̀yin tèmi mo wá dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín o. Gbogbo show mi tẹ́tí listen sí. Gbogbo show mi tẹ́tí fetí sí mo ní kí n dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín ni. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, don't touch that dial. Ẹ mọ bó ṣe ń lọ lórí àgbo. Àwọn èèyàn mi. Number one ni Impact with King Galera ní kẹ́ máa gbọ́ o. Ẹ má sùn, kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan náà? Ó yá. Because my people, I